Good evening and welcome, fellow babies. Saturday night, and that can only mean one thing. It's the Silly Shill Show, and we're coming at you with bags of stupid like you've never even seen before. And you know us, we're known for finding the stupid. Now, going live right now at the same time is a local friend of ours, well, local to the scene, that is. And I just want to lay out how things are going to go here. So you can either take off and watch somebody get drunk, or you can stay right here with those who fucking already are. I'm going to hand this over to Aimee right now, and she's going to take us around the table. And we've got a smaller group tonight, so we're going to have a really good show where people can actually fucking have a turn. Aimee, how's it going?
It's going great. Thank you. I'm so excited. We've got some stupid to watch. We've got some stupid to pick on. I'm just too excited about this. So let's get right around this room here. DKG, how are you today?
Lovely jubbly. Hello. I'm sorry you wasn't around last night. Did you miss me?
Yes, we did. We missed you very much.
So, Aimee, it's really hot where you are right now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's
very hot.
It's very hot and muggy, isn't it?
Very, it's nasty.
And you're getting very sweaty.
Oh God, where's it? Oh no! What? No!
Now, to the fellas fellas in the chat, let's just hang around because No Knickers Hogan is hanging around for the show. Just bear that in mind, fellas. Just bear that in mind.
It's too hot for pants. I'm sorry. This is just too much. He's right. It was 35 degrees Celsius in my house today and close to that outside. Ew. So yeah. I had my third shower onto the fourth after the show. No
Make
pants.
Sure you keep on subbing me.
And keep on subbing Matt.
And the chat, and maybe in the pinned comment in the future.
Yeah. He's so helpful. And next up, we have M2M Matt. How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. I'm actually naked from the waist down. So you know, I'm actually.
Well, no one cares about you.
It's a lovely sight. It really is.
To the ladies in the chat.
there's only one lady in my life, and she doesn't care. No, no, I'm doing really well. I'm really upbeat compared to what I was yesterday. I don't need any mojo because I've got fucking tons of mojo today. So let's get on with it.
Woohoo! Sounds like a plan. All right. And last but not least, Dick Dawson. How are you doing today?
Good. Very hot, very smoky, so I'm sounding a bit like an old man today. No, it's okay, though. It's okay. And plugging along, getting through. I'm just about to crack Twisted Tea number. Well, let's just not go there. So I can't wait to see what we've got on the dock. We didn't plan very well today. So what we're going to be going through is some of the videos that we've passed over lately and didn't get to. And that means that we are, well, surely plumbing new depths this week. So hang on to your asses, fellow babies.
What do you mean you didn't plan today? I mean, since when do you plan anything? I mean, no, I'm only joking.
Oh, yeah. No, you're close. But we usually give it at least 15 minutes of effort, right?
Oh yeah, 5 minutes or 5 minutes before the show starts, right?
Yeah,
we'll do this.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's the plan. Yeah, we'll do that.
And also, I've opened an OnlyFans, and it's your one-stop shop for all the dick you could ever want in your life. I'm just kidding.
And all the no pants dances that you'd ever want, right on there. There we go.
That's what Amy's. Yeah, I notice Colon isn't here to take the authority of all the shit that he dumped tonight.
Well, if you bothered to turn up last night, he was here last night. You missed, so it's your fault.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Incoming.
Mm-hmm.
I am chastised.
Your wish is your command, DKG.
There he is.
Yay, we have Colon with us. How are you tonight, Colon?
Oh, I knew that was just perfect timing.
Awesome.
You were doing it on purpose.
Too funny. Oh, how's it going, Cole? What's happening your way, man?
Oh, not a lot. I've just been doing some final preps for the new after show when we get it started. No,
Ooh,
next week's going to probably be the start for that, and it will be on Twitch. So sorry, some people who don't like Twitch, but it's just one of those things. If we do have other after shows in other areas, it's going to be fine. We'll run those on YouTube. But yeah, I found some stupid beer tonight. Oh yeah,
cool.
Oh.
And the reason we were going to do a test run of the after show tonight, but my life fell apart all afternoon, and I had no time to get my side of the things to get ready to do the support for what Colin's already done. So my bad, but I've got a kid-free week, so we're all over it coming up.
Well, when you're holding a big dick, what can you do about it?
Hey, do the after show on Monday.
What?
Do the after show on Monday, so it's like really after.
Is this like the Gong Show where we can have the umbrella and the person gets pulled away? Because I could gong DKG right now. Hold on, let me just get the button ready.
Well, then that would be the after show or something.
Yeah.
The after show.
That would be the holy fuck, these idiots are still up drinking show?
Yeah, all weekend.
Yeah. Would it
We're
be
into Monday, let's keep going.
Would it be if you had the after show before the show? That would be the beginning after show?
Yeah. That might work.
Okay. God,
But now
please stop.
Now it's starting to sound like Terry Davies' stream, the before, after, during show, whatever the hell he does. That's hilarious.
Now we usually can't. He's got the subject, but now he sometimes as well he puts fill in the blank. This is the fill in the blank show.
Every time he does that, I go into the live chat and put in my fill in. I do that every time.
You could just do it on Monday and say, at last week's after show.
There we go. We had a good comment in the chat from Doorknob Head. He says, a dick gong? I'd pay $1 to see that.
Oh,
I like
buy
it.
that for $1.
Well, it's $5 on Dick's OnlyFans channel. So
Is that that's cheap?
Jody Regime, if you keep saying after show, somebody's about to say shafter.
Yes, they will.
I like it. Dick's Shafter Show.
Oh,
that's funny.
He went there.
That's the title. That's it. That's my
Shafter. That's right. It happens. So, what the actual hell? Should we get ourselves doing something here?
Yes, please.
All right. So, let's see here. I brought up the player. I'm bringing up the folder. We've got, let's see here. We've got a video called A Jab for a Job.
Oh,
That sounds.
We've got
COVID-y, doesn't it? Sort of COVID-y. Maybe, I don't know.
What? Oh, go ahead, Amy.
thank you. I've got Doorknob Head for $5. He says money towards a dick gong.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh, damn! I should have said it's $50.
Well, you said $1 early on. It's $5 now. Great. You get 5 of them.
Yeah.
5 dick gongs.
Oh, come on. Dick's only got 2 dicks.
Yeah, I gotta waggle that thing against copper. Really?
Again?
Tony Regime, you made Shafter sound like a cheesy 80s detective show. Well, that's how old I am. Fuck.
Dick Shafter. It does sound like an 80s cop, doesn't it? Dick Shafter.
Actually,
Dick Shafter is the case.
Yeah.
Isn't that the show that Captain Kirk went on to do after?
Oh my god.
It's like Shaft missing 4 inches.
I've gone blank. I can't remember what it was called now. Oh, but it's not pub chat. So get on with it.
Yeah, exactly. So here, okay, so we got a jab for a job.
Oh, TJ Hooker.
DJ, that's it. Yeah, Hooker. Yeah. It was hilarious watching his chubby butt slide across the hood of cars and whatnot. That was hilarious. Okay, so we got a jab for a job. We've got why the WNBA is better to watch than the NBA. Are you what? Oh, all right.
Okay.
And we've got why things rise or fall.
Oh, interesting.
I'm easy.
I know the answer to that.
Well,
Well, or maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Nah. How did I know it was going in that direction?
I'm not going in that direction anymore.
No,
I'm too old to think about things like that.
Why change a habit of a lifetime? Just do what you do. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all good.
We could turn it into a 70s song. Droppity.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go with Rise and Fall then, right? Like, why do I feel like we're about to have a Grover Near and Far moment? Really, is that what's about to happen?
Can we give a warning before we do this?
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, get your face palm protection out. Move away from your monitors. I mean, move well away from your monitors. I'm sorry. Well, actually, no, I'm not.
Oh,
you are never sorry.
Yeah, this one's gonna hurt, fellow babies. I'm hitting the button. Here we go. Fall and rise, and
Why
yeah.
do things fall? Like everyone else,
fuck that voice.
As a child, that no one had properly answered that question until an apple unfortunately fell on the brilliant head of Sir Isaac Newton in the 17th century. The explanation is known all too well, given that it is repeatedly told to us from an early age. Why do things rise? I was not academically introduced to the man who answered that question until much later in life. His name was Archimedes, and he answered why things rise close to 300 years BC. The Archimedes principle is an extremely essential concept for more applications than you.
Idiot. He's talking about in water, you fucking stooge. God damn it.
I'm just thinking, is he going to present something different about Archimedes' principle that I didn't know about then? I was thinking, what the hell?
Yeah, so shall we just address the first point straight away? That
we have to.
Yeah, gravity. The theory of the apple falling on his head. It was a message he gave when he was in his 70s, which was quite a good age for a guy to get to in those days, right?
Yeah.
To make a principled idea of what he was thinking about when he postulated the theory of gravity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of Einstein and the train and the two people, and then the one person sees the light going from the platform instead of the train. It's the exact same thing, right? That's what's going on.
Yeah, it's nice if Einstein actually had two trains, did he?
So what did Newton think about the apples that floated away? Did you just ignore those ones?
The ones on the water.
They were being defiant. They were being defiant and misbehaving, and so they were defying gravity. So that's what those floaty apples were.
Well, actually, it was a freak of nature. There was a low pressure system that appeared just above the tree. So when the apple came off of the stem, it went up.
There you go.
So I mean, it's like we had a classic argument with a particular uneducated flat earther, and we was having this argument about gravity and things like that.
One educated one.
Yeah, exactly, precisely. So we kind of said, of course, it's density and what's the other one? Density and buoyancy. There you go. That's what. So so what happens when we drop something in a vacuum chamber? How does that work? Which direction is it going in? And of course, they'll go. What was it again? Vacuum chambers are they're stupid. They don't exist, and all the rest of it. So after a while, we've got to admit that vacuum chambers do exist. Got to admit that it was possible to mechanically drop something inside a vacuum. So eventually, we got it. So the answer was apparently it drops because of it travels in the least resistance, even though you're in a vacuum. The least resistance to what? Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you talking about? He was a bit confused, to say the least.
Wow. Why do I feel like I have to respond as if I'm auditioning for the new Monty Python troupe?
No. So I didn't get a chance to, but I was gonna come up with this kind of thing. Okay, well, let's put two different types of mediums either side of the vacuum chamber. One maybe let's say water on one, and then I don't know, maybe oil on the other thing. The different types of medium, different types of density. So which direction is it going? Oh, it's still going to go down because it's at least the resistance to something. I don't know.
But I came here for an argument. No, you didn't. You came here
Monty Python again.
My God, if my son goes back and watches this stream, he's going to shit. He loves them.
We're gonna have to keep coming up with Monty Python phrases then all through the show. Let's keep doing that.
All right. So
an argument is the automatic gainsay of anything I say.
Yep.
Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry.
And Dick, sorry, yeah, Dick. If we just run on a little bit now and hit his second point that he's trying to get to here, on the screen is the word buoyant. Yeah, buoyancy requires gravity.
yes, it's in the fucking equation, for God's sake.
Exactly.
Yep.
But math isn't a real representation. Oh, I just can't even say it. Fuck.
Math doesn't prove anything. Don't forget, it doesn't prove anything at all, apart from the change you get. But when you get your groceries or stuff like that. But that
Yeah.
But nothing else apparently. Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's actually going to use some principles of physics and mathematics to explain why helium balloons go up.
DKG, this is a flat earther. Don't be stupid.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
Eric Dubay.
I
Honestly, do you
apologize
think-
profusely.
Eventually, yeah.
All right, I'm hitting the button. It's coming in.
Oh, good
Can
luck.
imagine. The applications of this concept can range from estimating the composition of metal alloys to even lighter-than-air flight. A critical thinker should be perplexed by the fact that the answers to those two very similar questions are nearly 2,000 years apart. History seems to be the most unreliable of sources. I always found it very difficult to believe that the answer to those two very similar questions is not one and the same. I believe that Archimedes' work has been corrupted over the years, just like this work will inevitably be corrupted also. I believe Archimedes also answered the question of why things fall nearly 250 years BC, but most of his work has been lost or changed, probably during the burning of Alexandria. Regardless of whether or not he answered that question.
Look, wait, there's a potato. There's a potato that's lighter than air.
He believes. Evidence, dude. Give us the freaking evidence that what you're saying is actually in any way, shape, or form correct. We've lost Archimedes' principles on dropity. Wow.
If anybody out there is having a problem understanding, let me translate what Eric Dubay was saying for you right here. There you go.
I mean, Archimedes' principle is probably one of the easiest ones to understand.
Totally.
It's the weight of water displaced is equal. Oh no! I mean, it's simple. It's simple mathematics and physics, and how I'm sure he's going to explain how and why we are bastardizing Archimedes' principle.
I can't wait.
Oh.
I mean, for God's sakes, when you're young and you learn what Archimedes' principle is in school, the first thing that you pop into your head, well, depending on what you used to do and whatnot, is like, oh yeah, rubber ducky. Like, come on. What? You don't think to yourself, aircraft?
I used to love just jumping in the bath and have the water spill over and go, Eureka! Anyway, Amy's got her hand up.
Yes, please. We got some.
What? I no idea.
Yes. Oh, gracious. We have some great comments here. Ugly German Truth says, least resistance in atmosphere would be up. He did not think that through, did he? And then, ironically, math is the only discipline that actually knows true proofs. And then he also said, has the fuckwit ever seen what happens to a normal plane in water, like Sully's plane on the Hudson? They sink because they're not really buoyant. Thank you.
Oh, that's a good one. I like it.
It's some good ones.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Osiris just made it. Not too much. We're just starting on Eric Dubay, so hang on to your ass. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's cry-worthy.
Wow. Archimedes' principle and fucking airplane. Jeez. Oh, man. You know, every night I come into the show thinking, okay, 4 drinks, I've probably had enough to start. It's just never enough. Fuck.
Nope, never.
That's why I start at 9 a.m. So I'm really ready by the time this goes live.
Oh man! All right, I'm hitting the button. Let's see what Dumb Bay has to say for himself next.
The fact is, I do in this video. I have successfully engineered the perfect answer to why things fall and rise, based largely on Archimedes' remaining works and my advanced understanding of physics, chemistry, and mathematics. I can confidently say that Sir Isaac Newton was so incredibly wrong on his answer to why things fall that I can only think of one word, and that is fraud. I hope that after...
Look, there's the floating apple. There's the floating apple we were talking about.
All right. I don't even know why I pushed it, except that he called him a fraud. I just had to hit the button. Does anybody want something to say, or can we... Oh, for the love of God, I forgot to fucking vote. Sorry, everybody. Hold on. I'll get it on.
It's kind of interesting. Debate is a yoga teacher, and none of his fucking videos are about yoga.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just do that?
And I've noticed this is an ongoing trend too, with a lot of flat earthers or globe deniers, as they like to be called. Everyone who disagrees with them is either a fraud or a shill, or they're So to say that Newton was a fraud, and that's just stupid. And coming from this guy, wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible to me. I mean, calling Newton a fraud, how does he know? What evidence does he have of that? I would love to see it.
Yeah, apart from the fact all Newton's principles apply in the real world, no matter what.
Yeah,
I think I saw in my armor when he said, "I've got an advanced knowledge of physics and biology." I was like, "What?"
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you know, when he said his knowledge of physics, that instantly brought up 1, 2, 5, 3. Because that would be him counting to 3 to throw a grenade, right? You know?
The holy hand grenade in Antioch. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Skip ahead a bit, brother. Once the number 3, being the number of the counting, be reached. That was awesome.
It should not be 2. It shall not be 4. That's
it's right out.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
Felix is just going to love this one.
Show.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. All right.
We should ignore this shit and just do a Monty Python review.
Oh, my son would be right beside me.
Yeah, but you know that
what's the vote
straight away?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, there's hardly any votes. Sorry, I'm bringing it back in. Hang on to your butts and your, all the sexual parts you like to play with.
Conclusion. Archimedes, when asked why things rise, he would simply answer density, for that is the correct answer to that question. The Archimedes principle is that which governs the motion of helium balloons, hot air balloons.
My dick doesn't rise because of density, idiot.
Submarines, etc. The principle states that the upward force of an object immersed in a fluid is equal to that of the weight of the fluid it displaces. Simply put, if an object is less dense than the medium it is in, it will rise. The force at which it will rise is mathematically expressed as the following. For a fully submerged object, for example humans, or any other physical object in air, the amount of volume the object displaces is equal to the volume of the object. V displacement equals V object. Also, floating objects are partially submerged, and therefore the resultant force is practically zero.
Wait, he forgot the bit at the end. He completely missed the bit at the end there, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up.
Oh, don't you just love it?
He completely ignored the little letter at the end.
G. Not little G, not big G, just G.
Just G.
Yeah, and it's right there. I mean, I do need glasses right now. I have to get tested, but I can see it. I can see it.
Shall I say it? Gravity.
G-spot.
G-spot, yeah.
Yeah, he spotted a G.
Yeah.
And did anybody notice he said the word wait?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Weight. Yeah. How do we calculate weight again? Colon. Go on. What's
MG by any chance?
something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, strange that, isn't it? Yeah, it's got G in it as well.
Wow.
Miss G.
Wonder why.
Twice. He's
Yeah,
Miss G.
exactly. Hashtag desert file. That's good. And Ugly German also had, he had a great comment too. He says, how large is the volume of a 747? And how much does that much air weigh? I doubt that's more than 0.1% of the weight of the plane. Thus, we do not rise in heavier than air flight through buoyancy.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And, if you ever... Yeah. I mean, all you have to do is learn a little bit about race cars. They're airplanes upside down, downforce and whatnot. I mean, come on. Well, all right.
I want to see F-1 747s now.
But it's so true, it's so easy to... Anyway, it's already full screen.
Also,
I'll just push
floating
play.
objects are partially submerged, and therefore the resultant force is practically zero at floating rest. The previous explanation has been good enough for everybody so far, kids and academics alike. This explanation of why things rise, being solely based on the density of the object, and the density of the medium it is in, has always been sufficient for everyone. Yet, when asked why things fall, Isaac Newton came up with a much more elaborate answer. One that required the assumption of the mass of the Earth, and the creation of a constant, which conveniently cannot be measured in a lab, and can only be measured at the most massive of scales, the cosmic scale.
Pause. Quick pause. Right. He's showing here a very interesting little science experiment you can do with Slinky. Yeah. As the actual top of the Slinky is going down, the bottom of the Slinky is actually trying to rise, but it's being held at the same position. And it's, strangely enough, it's because of gravity.
Yeah.
You got two forces going on. You got the force of gravity, and you got the force of the spring recoiling. So it's cancelling out essentially. Yeah. But of course, I don't get that.
So, if a witch weighs the same as a
go in there. Oh, brilliant! I love
that means she's made of wood.
And therefore,
I used to be a newt.
I
noticed in the video that when the guy was throwing different things in the tank and he was throwing balls in and stones in and whatever, I noticed he didn't throw in very small pebbles, which we do know.
Churches.
Yeah, I've got to get on the app here. Can anybody see in the background of this shot? A shrubbery.
We were looks nice.
That's Mr. Casey from 125 Acacia Avenue, who's really good at hiding.
Okay, so let's see. The vote is not quite there yet. People, you gotta vote. You gotta vote.
I just
you don't want to see me cry. It's not pretty.
Just for a moment there, I nearly doxed myself.
Oh wow! I did it. I did it a little while ago on purpose. I deliberately said a thing. Remember that, Aimee? I said it in the green room because I was looking to see if a certain little slime ball might pick up on it and run, but it didn't happen. So that was an interesting little test.
Try harder.
It was. But we can try again later.
DKG, that's what women tell me all my life. I've kind of had it with that, okay?
Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah, you're lucky that I tried at all.
All right, I'm pushing play. Holy fuck, we're going to get in trouble. All right.
The cosmic scale, rendering the constant as purely theoretical and impossible to measure on a repeatable laboratory scale as science has always demanded. In a way, Isaac Newton was a pioneer in turning science into the faith-based phenomenon that it is now. Newton was the first to come up with theories that necessitated having faith in him and could not simply be tested by anybody. It is a common misconception that Isaac Newton is credited with finding G equals 9.8.
Wait a minute. What? I know it was just after you started pressing play. What was his point about things not being repeatable in a lab? That Archimedes and Newton have been talking. What bit has not been repeatable in a lab? Dubai. Which bit? Which part?
I think it's the part where somebody as dumb as this fucking idiot was actually given birth to into the world.
Is it because in the lab they're not testing slinkies? Or what is it? Which part of the lab experience does not hold up?
No, apparently, haven't you heard that only flat Earth science is repeatable? No other science is repeatable.
Oh no, I haven't heard that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because who other than flat earthers could stick a ball in a drill and spray water on it and go, look, it doesn't stick.
Yeah, but the thing is, M2M has been hanging around in the wrong servers. You know the ones I won't mention Gem Panda, but I just
hey. No, it's a good place if you want an argument.
It's a good place to learn as well. You learn so much stuff from people that actually know what they're talking about as well.
Is this a 5-minute argument or the full half hour?
I'm not arguing.
Yeah. Sorry, you just walked in the wrong room. This is being hit on the head.
I may be having an argument in my spare time.
No, you're not.
I told you.
All right.
It is good to know the other side's arguments too, as well. That's why I've been over there a lot too. It's been interesting.
Good point.
To see, what their arguments are, what they're coming from. So it's been interesting over there.
Yeah, Aimee's a bit like the silent assassin over there. She doesn't say much in voice at all, but when she hears or sees something, she's got it. She's right. She pounces on it.
And we all know which topic is one of my quote unquote favorites. And I jump right in on those usually. Anybody who knows me from over there will know that too.
She's like a coiled slinky, ready to go.
Yes. There's an image for you boys in the chat. There you go.
Just think of a coiled slinky in beautiful lace.
And no knickers.
Oh god.
Oh boy. I didn't know she was Scottish.
Get on with it.
I'm hitting the button. You all are freaks.
Yes, please hit it now.
Meters per second squared. The truth is, long before the times of Newton, people knew about the fall rate of objects. That is why the constant g is included on the formula for the Archimedes principle, which was a known concept thousands of years before Newton. Thanks to the knowledge of the fall rate of solid objects, which is easily observable, humans have been able to build infrastructure such as cathedrals, bridges, aqueducts, and other infrastructure for thousands of years. The study of static forces and dynamic forces is much older than the times of Isaac Newton. What Isaac Newton is truly credited with discovering is the reason as to why things fall, for which he came up with the most intricate and peculiar of explanations. He said that matter attracts matter, but only if matter is heavy enough to be significant. Basically, he said that unlike your everyday objects, the Earth is the only object big enough within our range to affect us in any noticeable manner. He invented, fabricated, and imagined the following equation and
Don't pause.
Oh yeah.
He did not say that. He didn't say that.
He didn't.
No.
All mass attracts mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, tiny particles in a dust cloud in the cosmos eventually condense down to form solar systems and stuff. I mean, it's handy if you happen to have a supernova or something like that around, because the energy coming off of it can help, speed things up, put a little compression or whatnot, they call it, into it. But all mass attracts mass. I mean, they did the little clumping experiments with what was it in the baggies up on the ISS, and that shit clumped right up, man. Sorry, that's bullshit.
I've done this experiment. I have had a very large kebab in front of me, and I find that I am attracted to it, and the two of us combine into one large mass.
Very large mass. Very large mass.
Especially when there's extra hot sauce put on it.
Extra chilies, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a great chat. There's a great comment from a madman. So if Newton weighs the same as a duck,
and he had to mention it. You have to mention the aqueducts as well. The aqueducts.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember, this place was crazy before they showed up, right?
Ugly German Truth had a good comment too. He said, all matter attracts all matter, but the effect on light objects tends to be stronger than on big objects. Earth does not glue the sun to its surface, as the sun is bigger and heavier and all. But a person or an M10 nut, things like that. Well, like helping Matt with his grapes the other day. I dropped one. Where did you think that grape went? It didn't go up. I can tell you that.
They normally roll under the fridge. That's what I've noticed. There must be a strange gravitational force under all fridges.
A black hole.
Look, I can prove this right now. Okay, ask any old man who sits down for more than 2 hours at a time. Every time he does, his nuts eventually end up touching. It's just how it works.
Yeah, true.
Touching what?
Each other. Like they come together. Yeah, it's like Cavendish without the fucking wires in the pole. Yeah.
All three of them.
All three of them.
How does that work? Triangular little parts. I'll shut up now. The thing is, two of my nuts are bigger than the other one.
You just did Cheech and Chong, Eddie Torres, the extra testicle.
Let's not talk about nipples then.
Speaking of mass attracting mass and Cavendish and all the rest of it as well, I'm having a bit of a discussion with Chemo, as I always do. I'll keep mentioning him as well. Am I obsessed with Chemo? I think I must be. Oh, damn, I need a life.
I can arrange a date if you want. I know him.
Right. I got my hand up. Aimee, you've got a comment to read from Ugly German Truth.
Oh, go on, yeah, do that. Do that.
Yes, he says, as Aimee already said, she dresses sparingly right now. The grape will have gone into unmentionable places.
I know I would.
No, I don't fix my son's grapes with that. That's a bad idea. That's just wrong.
Very bad.
I can see the trolls are already calling the authorities.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. No, I just like to when I'm doing things, I'm very klutzy, so I like to. Things get tossed about and grapes fly. It just happens.
Can you imagine somebody
fully masks up when she's graping?
So somebody's going to leave this stream. Do you realize what she uses as a fruit basket?
Wow. So many bananas, and where she put the pineapple?
All right, I'm pushing play. Holy fuck.
Please.
In much the same manner that J.K. Rowling dreamt up the wizarding world.
God, I didn't realize I just said please push play to debate.
M1 M2 over R squared. He quite literally manufactured the G constant and assumed the mass of the Earth, which still today is not proven, in order to get
I swear to God, I'm going to gong this guy.
Meters per second squared equals G times the mass of the Earth over R squared, where R equals the radii of the Earth. This sort of science can only be compared to that of science fiction and fantasy writers. The truth is, the only factor which governs the vertical motion of matter is density.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I can't stand it anymore. Fuck.
Yeah, he's just...
Yeah. Ugly German Truce had a great comment in the chat. My comment about the fruit basket is definitely t-shirt worthy.
No.
Well, it wouldn't include any names. It would just be...
Ugly German Truth as well. We keep on pulling these comments out. Radii of the Earth. Have we got more than one? Apparent and actual geometric. Bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Dr. Osiris in the chat says he needs a shut up Meg. You know what? Shut up Meg is the next pause we're going to add to the special pauses.
Thank you. Yes. Because I know someone else who's missed that too.
Yeah, we need that.
Talking about getting more subs. Yeah, he misses that.
All right. Well, we're going to do that for sure then.
Polar radius and equatorial radius. So there we go.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, yeah.
Good one.
Newton did not assume the size of the Earth at all. That was done about, 1,500 years before Newton, something like that?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, Eratosthenes.
Yep.
If you had said to Newton back in his day, yeah, but you're assuming the size of the Earth, he would have looked at you like all kind of funny and thought, you should be walking on the other side of the street.
Oh, yeah. I think he would have been able to call somebody and get you sent away to a nice little padded cell somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah,
They'll probably come up with some sort of oldie-worldy insult of some sort, and usually they're the ones that are really funny, honestly.
Yeah.
Instead of you
when it comes when it comes to Newton, the thing I love about the whole story of the man is how it's actually Halley, like as Halley's comet that pulled him out of reclusiveness to write Principia.
Yeah, Robert Halley, incredible guy. Yep.
Yeah, man. And no, he didn't discover a comet. He predicted it because he found the evidence and made the prediction.
Yes.
Correct.
Love that guy.
Principia is best seen in the in its stage version, in the art of dance. It's superb. Dance and musical. And science.
There is a good thing that Ugly German True said too. He says, wasn't Eratosthenes something like 350 BCE and Newton 1600?
Yeah.
So 1900 to 2000 years earlier. So there you go.
That's why I said, had you been one of these idiots and looked at Newton, just like Colin said, holy fuck, you would have blown a whistle and had you taken away.
Yeah.
And of course, in all that time, there was plenty of time for morons to claim the Earth is flat and do measurements, to do measurements to counter Eratosthenes, and yet no one has bothered. And no one has bothered since. And no one has bothered now.
Speaking of morons, thank God it's flat in the chat says, put Mr. Dubé back. I was learning. I hope you're kidding. I really do.
Oh, I love it. I like how he spelled it too. Mr. Dubai.
yeah, exactly. That's why I think he's clowning, right? Because I've seen a few other posts that were pretty comical, right? So I'm hoping.
Awesome, Now, when you set up a debate with me and Debate, Dick, I'm really waiting for this. My first question will be, as a yoga instructor, can you self-suck?
There is another thing there. Yoga instructors. Yeah, Dick, you've got a very famous one over your side, haven't you? Over in Canada, and
fuck off.
Too.
Yeah, that's that. What's his nuts? Fuck that lost his shop and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hate that guy.
Security
What's
alert.
This?
Morons detected.
Oh God, here we go.
Deploying countermeasures.
Oh, are you referring to Flat Earth software?
Yeah,
that's it.
Flat Earth vermin have been eradicated. Condition green.
Oh, that reminds me. The security system that you sold me. I've installed it correctly, but it doesn't work. Can you sort that out for me, please?
Well, I'll send the Men in Black over. They do my work abroad because I just can't get there with my son and all. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. No worries.
Did he get chemo to set it up for you?
No. No. Maybe I should have done. Should I?
It depends. Maybe you just need to pick your friends a bit more carefully. I'm not really sure what the answer here is.
Chemo crosses the wire, so it won't work. Just like he does in conversation or debates.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
You should never cross the streams.
We're not talking about allegedly Dave again.
Did you say conversation chemo? You don't have conversations with chemo. Don't be silly.
Hey, wait a minute now. You don't cross the streams, yoga, the whole bend over thing. I got something here. So Eric Dubay is a yoga master, so unlike allegedly Dave, he can grab it right from the source.
Oh, well, you can do that. There's a good comment in the chat that goes along with that. Mark Beiser said there may have been humans that could self-suck, but they never reproduced, so there are none left.
They could spit. They could spit. Anyway,
Eric
Dubay, yoga instructor. Now, interesting enough, a lot of people when they're just talking about flat earthers, they want some kind of creditation of what's your degrees or what have you got to substantiate your credibility, and yet even Eric Dubay has not substantiated the fact that he is an expert yoga teacher. Not seen one single video. Not seen one single. He's just probably just a guy who sits cross-legged and thinks, right, there you go, I'm a yoga teacher now. That's it.
Yeah. Just because you can stretch well enough to hoop another man's head doesn't mean you're a yoga instructor.
Now, if he can cross his legs and levitate, I'd be fucking impressed.
Well, sounds to me like we better dive into the old pile of crazy here.
Delve into Colon's passage and see what you can pull out.
No,
it's not going to be good.
Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there. Not to Colon's passage.
A full fistful of colon.
Yeah.
So,
be painful.
Let's see here. We got Black Sun, Below Motion, and Moon's phases. What?
Oh, Moon.
Black Sun, Below Motion, and Moon's phases. That's what it says.
That sounds stupid. Let's do that.
Okay.
After this one, I've got a really cool story to tell you. But go on.
Okay.
Remind me.
All right. So this is something that I could barely even say because it's hard to make sense of what's being said. So I'm not going to intro it any more than that, other than, it should be ugly. Oh, God.
Dance for somebody.
Okay, hold on. That's terrible. Hold on.
I know this is painful.
With somebody who loves me.
The music stopped. Shut up.
80s music, Mike said.
Everybody's doing the brand new dance now. Come on, baby,
hold on.
The locomotion.
I can mute you.
Yeah,
do it.
I think you.
Hold on.
Like that.
What is being what?
Black
Polaris.
Polaris fixed.
Why?
The moon's phases.
What was wrong with it?
Axis work, right? What? Axis of moon. What? How? What?
What?
What's this underneath? What's that?
Black Sun circle motion changing. What?
Yeah.
Diameter.
Yeah. Now we got thigh gap, or at least a visualization thereof.
Hang on a minute. I got a full screen this. For
Cones.
Hold on.
Cones.
I'm pausing this and bringing it back up to full screen. Hold on. I'm having a fucking hard time here.
There's cones above it. Yeah. There's lines underneath it. Stuff going around it and underneath. And what the hell?
Do you know what?
Is somebody trying to install a subway under the flat Earth? Is that what's going on here?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
I'm not really sure. That's a good question.
Let's look to the viewers. Does anybody understand this better than we do? I mean, keep in mind, we are a group of drunks, but we're trying our best here. The 80s called. They want their music back. No shit, Jen. Jesus Christ.
It looks like he's trying to build a toroidal field, a magnetic toroidal field around that actually holds the sun and moon in place. Spin. Oh boy.
That's almost scientific.
Okay, comment of the night. The Key Weasel. How did the Fleur forget the Pet Shop Boys for this video? Let's go all the way.
Yeah. And there's some good ones in there. Wow, that's far more complicated than reality. That's what Tim Tech Dude said. And then it says, Mark Beiser says it includes toroidal electromagnetism, so it must be true. These are
I don't even know what that is, so I'm totally confused.
AB Science has confused me on that shit a few times. You know, he'll talk to me like it's just your average everyday conversation. Meanwhile, I'm furiously Googling in the background to keep up. Yeah, sure. You know,
Matt, have you never been to your proctologist to get your toroids checked out?
Told you to be quiet about that.
In Flat Earth, you go to the proctologist to get your dental work done, but that's another story. You know? Shall we continue?
Yes, please.
Okay, so at this point, everybody knows that this is totally just pulled from Rectum and splashed on the screen. And what we have is a layout of the new subway system for the Flat Earth. Let's let this idiot continue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you might have to start from the beginning so I can actually take this all in.
Refraction of light and electromagnetic energy. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
So, hold on. Refraction of light. So the sun doesn't produce its own light. It's actually getting it from somewhere else. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Is he not talking about the moon?
Oh, good grief.
Moon
here we go.
/ mirror of Earth. Oh, it's a mirror of the Earth.
No.
It's a mirror of the Earth and it's a live X-ray. What? Eh?
Yeah.
Sunlight energy.
This is bad.
Sunlight energy is being reflected up. What about coming down and getting reflected in and building up the temperature on the planet constantly?
Oh shit! Hold on. I'll bring it back up. It's not like it matters. I had somebody pop in for a second because there was a child issue outside, so I missed a bit. But did they get the subway installed? What's going on next?
Well, apparently the moon is what did you say it was? A reflection X-ray something or other of the sun.
Reflection live X-ray of the Earth.
Yeah,
Yes.
X-ray as well. It's an X-ray and a reflection, and it's
what's an X-ray reflection?
I have no idea.
Can you reflect X-rays?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm sure you probably could.
If you have the same grasp of reality that Sid Barrett has, yes, you can.
But reflected off what?
Yeah, but but that's the thing. It's a reflection of the sun, but it's an X-ray at the same time. Wasn't it? Is that pretty much what the label said? I don't know. You have to go back maybe.
Yeah.
But what was it reflected off?
I don't know. A mirror.
It's a reflection of the projection of the fucking derp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jen in the chat says, Dawson, the pole? And the Key Weasel says, this has to be a rejected cover for a Yes album. I love it. That is perfect.
Yeah. Brilliant.
It's not a Yes album. It's a Y album.
Yeah.
Just why?
Yeah, maybe King Crimson. You know,
just why? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You should see me sitting here. I've been looking like there's an emoji with a puppy that tilts his head back and forth because he's confused. That's what I've been doing this whole video. I look just like that.
You're not the only one.
What I would like an explanation of from any flat earther out there, Gary Wybenga, if you're still there. In this model, everyone
Gary,
should be
come
able
in,
to
please.
see Polaris,
hold on.
Yeah, everyone should be able to see Polaris and in this, and they can't. So I would like an explanation of that, please. Like to see why.
Because, you know what the answer is going to be. It's apparently on the other side of the Earth. It's too far away to see. That's their usual general answer.
Hey, Gary, would you like the link to the show and we can have a little chat and it'll be very fair, moderated. Everybody gets equal time. Say what you want, go and watch our debates. I know how to moderate for fair.
Even I'll be nice. Yeah, it'll be fair. We'll make sure we keep everybody.
No, you won't.
No, Gary, just come in, please. Just explain this freaking video for us because it's lost on us.
Is this Gary's video? Is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
No.
Gary couldn't do anything this complicated.
I don't think Gary could explain this because
all I can say is cartoons, but I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst case of CGI I've ever seen.
John Eagle, I like John Eagle's message in the chat too. While doing poached eggs, I had an Anthony Riley moment.
Sorry, I need to clarify with colon there. When you said CGI, you did mean crayon generated imagery.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay then.
Yeah, it's still bad.
Well, it does look like it's drawn with crayons, right enough.
I can see my house.
Should we play the rest of this bullshit, or we voted off yet?
I'm just hoping it finishes soon.
Oh, for fuck's sake, play it.
We're getting votes, so let's keep it playing here because now the votes are coming in. I was late opening the poll too. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. I can't remember to get the goddamn vote going. Video's playing. It's all bullshit music, so I have it turned off. Jesus Christ, it's still going.
I need a link so I can download the soundtrack.
Centered circle motion of the sun and moon is the magnetic north. Join the two centers of the straight line and take a vertical line to the center of the earth. Okay. Word salad. Mayonnaise, anyone?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it was written by Jules Verne.
More lines. Okay. These are exactly the axis of the moon's phases.
Are they?
Apparently, yeah. X-axis and Y-axis, okay.
As sands of the hourglass, so are the thoughts of an idiot.
Oh, it's projection.
Oh, the moon, yeah. Oh, God. Okay.
Research flat moon, Bob the science guy.
That's right.
What does he actually think the librations of the moon are? Then the actual wobble. How does that equate?
Librations. Isn't that what Conan the Barbarian wanted from their women?
Hang on, that's a song, isn't it? Good
librations.
Good grief.
Mike71 in the chat has a good question. He says, if the sun was magnetic, wouldn't a compass follow the sun? And
he's over.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, this is painful.
We didn't even notice the screen went blank, guys. I mean, we didn't even notice.
We noticed. I mean, come on. It was a huge pile of bullshit, but at least somebody's actually put some thought into it.
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah,
I mean,
it's all just
nuts.
Yeah, it belongs in a feed bag so that fucking somebody like Mark Sargent could fucking chew on it.
Yeah, but you come up with flat earthers and they'll just talk bullshit and throw memes at you. Yeah, this poor bugger, this bugger needs shilled out. Come on, Dick, you need to shill this guy because somebody has put some thought, even if it's bad thoughts. He's put some thought into it.
Oh, I don't. Once the videos are uploaded into our little storage area there, I only have the title. I have no idea who these people are anymore. I got nothing. I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
there's nothing I can do except for
Yeah, I was going to say sorry about that, but once I've actually found any video that I find, I don't want to know the channel anymore.
Yeah, and it is actually a Shills tradition. We never give them lip service unless it's like everybody knows Dubé's voice or whatever, right? But we don't put their links in the description or nothing because they don't fucking deserve it, Honk on Bobo, motherfucker.
I mean, this is classic of what I've been saying before, is that flat earthers always seem to find the instead of the course of least resistance, in other words, finding the simplest answer, the most logical answer, they always find something that's really freaking complicated. I mean, why do you guys do that? I don't get it. Why not just go think logically and think the most sensible and easiest answer? Because quite often it usually is easy.
What is the opposite to Occam's razor? Occam's Hoover?
Occam's rock.
Occam's bollocks.
I got a comment from the chat I have to read. Dr. Osiris. That's it. I worked it out. Flurfs use memes in the same way as scientists use research papers.
Yeah, that's it.
They do.
And
those
awesome. Memes get peer reviewed on Facebook on a daily basis.
I told you this last week. Remember, I said to you, it's far. When I said that to Barman last night, far worse on Facebook. The memes on that are ridiculous.
Yes,
It's kind of like, that's apparently that's their evidence. They make a meme and say, "This is my evidence of flat Earth. This must be flat. This is a meme."
I agree with Mike Bertelson where he says that most memes are actually created by Globers and picked up by flat earthers. Actually, that reminds me of my story. Tonight when I was sitting in the car park driving back, we were in a service station. That's not important. But I was looking up into the sky, and you know when you get like a shadow being cast on clouds, right? This shadow was coming from the moon. The moon was casting a shadow on the clouds. Now, obviously, it fucking wasn't, because by the time I got my camera out, the shadow had moved and the moon had moved. So, but it would have been a great photograph to take, because the shadow on the clouds was perfectly matched with the moon. And I'm going to put that on Facebook and said, "Go on it, Globers, explain this one." and I tell you what, it would have been fantastic, because the whole community would have just been in utter bonkers discussions about this image. I so wished I got it. I swear to God, it was perfect. It was fantastic.
Awesome. Oh man.
That's
okay. So,
oops.
yeah. I had to put that one up. Because we were mentioning the memes, right?
Right.
I got that one saved on a quick grab thing. Let's see here. What do we do? Oh, I understand this part of the show. It's time to dive in and see what we should attack for the next video. I remember how to do this. So, we have one called the PCR test, discontinued.
Okay.
We have Believe Me, 'Cause I Are a Genius, and it's spelt with a J.
Oh, hang on. We read that one, I think, before, haven't we?
Did we? Okay. I thought we called it out, but didn't do it.
Oh, maybe
I think
we did.
so. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Before we move on, Dick, have you sent the link to Gary Wembenga yet?
No, why? Did he say he's waiting for it? I don't know how to get a hold of him.
He's in the chat. Gary Wembenga. Get onto Discord and get onto the shows and get hold of Dick Dawson, and he'll send you the link, and we'll have a little chatty woos. Little chatty.
Yeah.
Well, I went into the Shills server, and I did an ad for Dumb Flat Earther, and nothing came up. So, Gary, what's your username in Discord? I can't find you.
If one of the mods wants to put the Discord in there, Gary can jump on there. He can jump in that way. We can get
there. You go.
You can join us. Honestly, Gary, please come.
You know what?
We'd love to talk.
Why don't we give Gary this invite? It doesn't have to be all of us talking to you. How about you come and join the panel and watch the videos with us? And as we're debunking, you can step in with why you think it's correct and stuff, and just take your turn.
That's a good plan.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. No. Keep saying then. I thought you were going to shut me down. I was like, no.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's a good plan, because sometimes on Jim Panda's show, I know we're not keep shilling out fucking Gem Panda because we want.
It's all right. It's a good place to go.
No, we want everyone to be here, not Gem Panda. Anyway, on Gem Panda's show, sometimes Spurs Chemo comes on and gives his opinion when Gem is ripping apart a video, and Spurs Chemo comes in and gives the positive side.
I talked to Joe R, and he's ready for more debates now too coming up. So there's more bookings happening right now in the background.
Excellent. That'll be good too. So we want to hear your side, Gary Wybenga. So if you want to come on, we don't bite hard.
We won't pepper. We won't pepper you with questions. You don't have to pepper us and blah blah. We'll just do the video thing. You have your side. We have our side. We'll just do the Shill show.
Just be a regular on the Shills and just be the other guy. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I'd love that.
It would be a cool dynamic for a show like this, man, to have somebody on the other side. That would be badass now that I think about it.
That would be cool.
It would be brilliant.
Yeah.
And we could become great mates and hang out in bars and
but when that end up
dress up in women's clothing, and
when we actually get through the videos, because you end up as a debate rather than the discussion that we have, because at least we can move on with the discussion sometimes, you know. It's like, I don't know. Maybe that could be another show, though. Maybe that could be another show.
Yeah, well, it would have to be, because it's not the Shills anymore. Then that would have to be, axes versus allies together at the table or something. You know,
right.
Oh, let's give it a try. Come on, Gary.
A madman in the chat says, "Send in the clowns."
Isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna do it that way, but I couldn't because I had to laugh too quick. All right, we need a video. So are we gonna do the PCR test discontinued, or did you want to do? We do have Flat Earth reverse engineering the globe heliocentric. Is it same model? I'm waiting for the pop up. It's not gonna happen. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's Flat Earth reverse engineering the globe heliocentrism. There we go. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what about that one? Because I think that was mentioned before, but don't think we did it.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that's been brought up a couple times, but it never got picked. So it's like, bottom of the bucket type stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Let's scrape the bottom of the barrel then. Let's do it.
Exactly. Everybody get their toothbrush out. It's time to get to the bottom of that toilet bowl. All right. So what do you say to this? Reverse engineering the globe heliocentrism? I mean, holy fuck. I bet this guy's only the second in his fucking family that could walk without dragging their knuckles.
Debunkers. My thoughts on the Big Bang.
Oh, I'm right, too.
This one again.
Oh, no. Kill it. Put it down now.
Bury it with a shovel and then bury the shovel. All right.
I thought it sounded too familiar. I thought so.
Yeah, I'm not even putting that in the done folder in case Colin wants to use it later. I'm deleting that shit. Fuck him.
Oh, please. No, please do. It's not. Meme worthy.
No. So we've got, let's see here. We've got the PCR one again. We got Genesis Apologetics. K8 Student Zone, 8 Men Real or Pretend. What? Okay, let me try this again.
So when you talk about Genesis, are we talking about the original lineup or the later lineup?
I think it's with Phil Collins, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. He's a bit faster.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Enough of that. Peter Gabriel's the man. So
I just gave you a
Genesis. Yeah. I bet with that you could have, because you had the real sibilance on the drums. It was awesome. Genesis. Shut up. God. Okay, Aimee, mute him. Okay. Damn it, the pop-up went away. It took so long. Genesis Apologetics. K8 Student Zone is 8 Men Real or Pretend. I mean, I can barely even read that because it really hurts.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd throw in a Star Trek reference since we've been doing Monty Python all night.
My God, you sound like fucking Wayne Campbell auditioning a replacement for Garth.
Oh, thanks.
Well, at least you're Wayne. You know.
Does anybody need a side, man?
I'm a wanker.
Rock on. Anyway, let's do that one.
Fuck. All right, I'm pushing the button. You fucking drunks are rough tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the usual entrance for Genesis Apologetics. Noisy as hell.
Fucking, that was loud.
Did somebody call pause there? Was I hearing things or what? Because that was so loud.
No, it was saying how fucking loud it was.
Yeah,
okay.
Their usual entrance music. It's their own copyright.
Jesus.
Therefore, it's not going to get called.
My ears. I'm just bleeding. My brain's falling out right now. Jesus Christ.
I turned down the volume to us. I need a drink, so don't call pause for 15 seconds. Otherwise, you're just getting fuck all anyway. So here it comes.
Cheers.
Whoa, what is this?
Genesis!
Looks like some sort of ape man. Your daddy, right? You're not my daddy. Hang on, folks, while I get this guy out of here. So that's where my hat went. I've been looking all over for that. Okay. Now I think...
Fuck.
Wait a minute. Which children's channel did you pull this from?
Colin, explanation. Colin, you've got some explaining to do.
This is condescending to the nth degree.
I'm waiting for Big Bird to come into the side of the screen under the sun right now. That's what I'm waiting for. Fucking Cookie Monster or something. That's what I'm waiting for.
Anyway, everybody shut up. I might learn something.
Yeah?
Okay, so the little sideline to this is, Genesis Apologetics has a student zone on their YouTube channel to explain themselves to the young people about their Genesis Apologetics.
Go to school, kids. Don't listen to this shit.
Yeah, don't listen to this shit. This gets worse.
Well, at least we know where his hat was, because I didn't know where my hat was. I put it on top of this rubber monkey costume.
I think the hat he was looking for was leather and came with a complimentary ball gag, but let's just see where it goes.
How'd you know it wasn't a real monkey, eh?
Big wave day.
Wank spanner.
So today we're going to talk about cavemen. Were they real or just pretend? Okay, let's start with what the Bible says. The Bible tells us that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And he did all of that in just 6 days. Now, on the 6th day, God created the first humans.
Wait a minute.
But you know,
Pause. Look, I'm sorry, Christians. I'm not going to knock on you. But he starts out.
He can't even do it.
He starts out saying, "Oh, apes, are they pretend?" As opposed to my fucking God.
He's gone.
Is he pretend, or is the sky daddy that we invented ourselves pretend? I mean, for fuck's sake, you fucking moron! You fucking swank spanner! That's gonna be the most hilarious thing, the most hilarious opening I have ever seen. Our monkeys, our apes pretend. No, but my God, isn't.
But just as funny to me here is he says, according to the Bible.
Carry on. I doff my cap to you, my sir.
I knew you'd love that.
You are the master. Sorry, Dick. Carry on. Take over, please.
So he says, according to the Bible, God created the heaven and earth. Well, according to the Bible, God created Adam and Eve. And then when he banished them from the Garden of Eden, they took off and found a bunch of people. So figure me that one, too.
After talking to a fucking snake.
Yeah. Because that's normal. I mean, everybody does that.
Here's the other thing as well. God created the earth. Took him 6 days to do it. He rested on the 7th day because he was tired. But then it says later on in the Bible somewhere, it says that God never rests.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So he was too tired after creating the Earth.
And why was he tired? He's fucking God, isn't he? I'm too tired. I drank too much last night.
I was just going to say.
I invented beer.
Yeah.
And the seventh night, I had a fucking hangover.
I was just going to say, nobody works drunk. Well, come on, what are you thinking, man?
And why didn't God invent a starship? What does God need with a starship?
Yeah. Okay, let's not. Hold on.
I couldn't fucking invent one myself. All right.
Hold on. Let's not just turn this into religious bashing, because there's lots of good Christians and stuff out there. This is just going to turn stupid.
No.
Right?
No. I've got nothing against religious people, but when it just gets so fucking stupid and insane, I mean, even Christians have got to laugh at this kind of shit.
They do. They do it on our show, actually. That's how fucking funny it is, right?
Right.
It's just bat crazy.
I know. All right, I'm going to bring this.
Bring the pretend apes back.
Yeah. I'm going to bring anal injected Jones back here. Here we go.
Some people believe that humans evolved from ape-like creatures over millions of years. So which one is true? I mean, after all, if evolution is
evidence,
true, then your great-great-great-grandpa was a monkey. But don't worry.
No,
not a monkey.
No, he freaking wasn't.
Okay.
No, he wasn't.
Let's start by playing a game, real or pretend. I'm going to show you some slides. And what I want you to do is you decide whether it's a real creature or is it pretend, and then shout out your answer. Are you ready? Okay, let's go.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Real or pretend? That one's real.
Real
or pretend?
Oh, fuck.
That one is pretend.
Okay,
here's the next one. Real or pretend?
Real.
You got it. Okay, how about this one? Real or pretend?
No, I know that guy. He sells really good pot in my area.
That one is real. What about
get to the
this
fucking point?
Are these real or pretend?
How many? Right, he mentioned great-great-great-grandfather. That's 3 generations. How many generations does he think actually occur over fucking millions of years? Sorry, billions of years. What the fuck? What is he talking about? Great-great-granddad was an ape.
I just saw the best comment ever. Tony Regime in the chat. Why would God invent Starship when Jefferson Airplane were so much better? I love it. Because they didn't build that city, I guess. Oh, I hate that song. Okay, I gotta stop.
I think we just lost Aimee, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
she'll be back in a bit.
Yeah. So I'm going to speed this guy up just a tiny bit because it's excruciating. And I'm going to fucking turn on the vote because I'm an idiot and forgot to again. There we go. Anybody want to...
Well,
I mean, you notice...
Just to clarify something, Dick, the actual images he's got on there are artist renditions from the skulls and other artifacts that we've managed to dig out of the ground through different sedimentary rocks. So that kind of depicts time. And, this is what we believe that version of homogenesis, whichever.
Are you sure?
Genus
are you sure?
Because at the time,
I think I've been out with the girl in the bottom left. Great dancer.
Yeah. I was just going to say, do you remember to pay her?
Hey, she could boogie.
Because this is when paleontology comes together with, I can't remember the word I'm looking for, but the people that, okay, let's put the muscle structure on and so on and whatnot and build up what this, hominoid would have been like. That's what we're looking at there. And for him to use like Scooby-Doo monsters as fake and, actual, apes, baboons and so on, whatever we were shown there, I can't barely remember at this point. And then go to this, that's disingenuous bullshit.
I'm surprised he hasn't pulled up images from Planet of the Apes.
For starters, they're two different species, which is a point. And if anybody's interested in getting into this kind of talk area, check out Gutsick Gibbon. She is absolutely brilliant when she's doing the takedowns of Genesis apologetics. She rips them apart.
There's the $6 million man with Bigfoot that was actually a robot controlled by aliens. Real or fake?
Which one?
Yeah. Which one's Steve Austin? I'm not too sure.
Well, Lee Majors did have an issue with shaving, so it's really hard to tell.
Is that Farrah Fawcett Major on the right?
Oh, yeah, but that was 2 years before her film debut. Yeah, there was a little corrective work. Yeah.
They cleaned her up a bit. Yeah.
That was post-addiction. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. So sorry.
Gibby Gibbs said in the chat, it says, when didn't Indiana Jones get a gig on Sesame Street?
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm pulling.
Yeah. Did you remember the vote?
Yes, it is running now. I'm going to vote myself to make sure.
All right.
Vote
no! Don't vote this one off. I want to hit to the end.
How far are we in? Oh, we're only 2 minutes. There's 10 minutes left. Careful what you wish for there, DKG.
Oh, yeah.
I want the whole 9
Oh
yards.
my!
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Should I speed him up a tiny bit?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I already had him at 1.18, so now he's at 1.28. And maybe that way we won't hear the sounds of himself giving his own reach around while he's narrating this. Let's hope. Okay, I'm going to bring it back in. God forbid.
I don't know. Some of you might be hesitating right now. I mean, these ape men, they look kind of real, don't they? Well, don't worry. They're pretend. And that's what we're going to talk about. But wait, isn't evolution a proven scientific fact? I mean, we hear that on TV and all over the place. In fact, some public schools teach that we evolved from ape-like creatures over millions of years. What about that? You have to remember that there are two different types of science. Now, the first type of science is called
lies and the truth.
So this is the type of science where we do experiments. You ever do experiments at home or in your class? It's kind of fun, right? So we come up with ideas, and then we test them to see if our ideas are correct.
Step away from a
So observational science is responsible for things like airplanes and cars and phones and medicine and all kinds of technology. But there is another type of science. The second type is called historical science. Now, in this type of science, what happens is that people dig up fossils like this one, and then they come up with ideas. But here's the thing. There's no way to test those ideas to see if they're correct. And there's something else to think about.
Bullshit.
Your worldview, what you think about God and the Bible and things like that, have a big impact on how you interpret these fossils. For example, some people can look at the exact same bones and come up with two...
Hold on. Hold on, that's absolute bullshit. What you are doing is discounting the education of every single person that goes into a specific field. And with the way you're going with fossils and stuff, we've got archaeology, paleontology, and so on and so forth. Ology's out my goddamn asshole. But you are absolutely standing on a pedestal right now and calling them out for being not being able to take their own cultural and personal bias out of the equation and analyze the facts as they are. And I call motherfucking bullshit on that, because there are some seriously dedicated people in the world of these, areas of investigation that absolutely do their damnedest to make sure they do just that. Bullshit, motherfucker. Bullshit.
And you're absolutely right, Dick. And they will argue within their own community and really refine the science. And
you're damn right.
And the knowledge and everything that's built up. I mean, there's some really fascinating insight into their community and how they do their science. Whereas he's just saying my book.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And this is an instance where we're not bashing religion. We're just bashing this individual's ideas and the way he's presenting them. this guy, this is just ridiculous. Science, all of those sciences that you mentioned, Dick, before, what they do is peer reviewed, and they study this stuff. I mean, they go through a lot of it. I mean, and then this guy comes along and says, but because I don't believe this, it's all bunk and it's pretend. No, that's not how science works. It's not how anything works. And
here's the issue. Here's the issue. Now, there is nothing that's in science with dinosaurs, the Big Bang Theory, the creation of the universe. There's none of that doesn't say God doesn't exist. Now, the problem comes with people who are just saying this book, which is apparently the word of God written by men, and also there's no foreword by God, no autographs. Just point that out. Just saying there's no first editions with God's autograph in it. That's where they're going from. This is the word of God that's just been fucking made up by people. We are not saying there's no God. We're just saying this version that you are promoting as the word of God in the way you're doing is bollocks.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I want to address there was a couple of comments to Indiana Jones in the beginning of the stream, and I highly object to those. He's obviously pudgy Chris Pratt from the new Jurassic Park films. Look at that.
Yeah, he barely fits in that vest.
Totally.
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't want to say anything because, that's not what we're trying to go for here. But yeah, we're going to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't care.
Hey, there we go.
I thought he was playing Dawson, the computer tech from Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Well, he should meet the same end with this kind of bullshit. Yeah. All right, so let's send him back in for another round, see how he does. The votes are coming. It's 100% on the fucking you get the hell out of here. So, and we're already at 7. We're close. Let's bring him in, see what happens.
Okay, come on, people. Help us out here.
About what that animal was. Okay, now whenever you hear that somebody has found an ape man, there are 3 questions that you should ask. The first is, what fossil did they actually find? You'd be amazed at what the pictures that they've drawn from just a little...
Just quickly, nobody ever says they found an ape man. It's usually like Homo erectus, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, dude, you could at least learn the lingo. You want to, I'm going to get insulted. I'm just going to push play.
And we're going to look at that a little bit later. The second question is, what is the worldview of the person who's telling you this information? Do they love God? Do they hate God? Do they believe the Bible? That sort of thing. Because, again, it's really important.
Again, hold on. Again, your worldview could be conservative, Republican, so on and so forth, liberal. Has nothing to do with God. Why does your worldview focus on God?
Yeah, because God's really into politics, obviously.
Yeah. Well, that, and if you don't believe as he does, he himself, if you don't believe what he believes, then you hate God.
Yeah, I mean that's a similar argument I had with Lemon Bird earlier on today. He's he basically said that I'm rebelling against God, but how can I rebel against something I don't believe in the first place? I mean, I literally don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe in Satan. Apparently, I'm a Satan worshipper, but I don't even believe in Satan. So how the fuck is that? I can't rebel against something I never believed existed to begin with. If it's not there, if it doesn't exist, I can't rebel against it.
Oh, he probably meant Santana.
Now, another angle here, though, is
well, just hold on a second, there, Dick. Now, God, if you hate this stream, give it a thumbs down and strike the channel down.
No, it's a Monty Python moment. It's a Monty Python moment. And may God strike me down were it to be otherwise. Don't just stand there like you've never seen the hand of God before. The army guys marching up and on the square.
Kick for the scratch.
Stop groveling.
Your arms off.
Yeah.
Your arms off, man. Scratch.
Can I just say, we're still here?
Oh, get on with it.
Yeah, get on with it.
All right. He's still full screen, so I just have to hit this button instead. Oh, the cursor just... Anybody else having a problem with the latest Windows 10 update? If you go near movies, TV, VLC and whatnot, your cursor just disappears.
Mine did that today.
Now and again.
No,
And
Mac
then it
OS
also
doesn't
took
have
my
that problem.
Wi-Fi out earlier. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah, just
Amy.
just use a grown-up operating system like Mac OS.
Yeah.
Right. Amy, my laptop every 4 hours it's the Wi-Fi, and I have to reconnect because of the last update.
Yes, mine too. And I had that all set up, and because I was having that trouble before.
Yeah,
I've been doing it for so long, and now all of a sudden it's doing it again. And it's like,
God.
go in there and fix that.
Hey,
drive the wine back.
In 3 years, in 3 years' time, you'll all be using Macs because you won't be able to get any fucking PCs because of the chip shortage. Only Macs are going to win. They're going to take over the world.
All right, let's get on with the video. Come on, let's get
Video.
done with. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're dealing with historical.
Oh, wait a minute.
To know about the background
There
of
we
the
go.
person. Finally, as Christians, how can we look at this through a biblical worldview? For example, the Bible clearly teaches that there were no pre-humans. God formed Adam from the dust of the ground, not from an ape. Okay, time to get into the evidence. Are you ready? Let's go. Remember these guys? Let's start with
we come from rocks.
In 1920,
Yeah, what's more likely?
Just one, two.
What's more likely, evolution or just God made shit out of dust? What is more likely? I've noticed.
Mr. and Mrs. Nebraska Man. Aren't they lovely?
So I was just going to say, I've noticed he hasn't mentioned the red skull on the right-hand side of the screen, which is, some other skull he's got that's been sprayed red.
I don't know what happened there, but it was playing when it was small. It was supposed to be big. I don't. The whole system went crazy on me, but now I got it back, and now it's paused on big. Like, seriously, something's really wrong here. Give me 1 second to try to figure this out.
And so this was the news.
What? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. See, and it won't go away. Something's fucking wrong here. Damn it.
All over the place that they had.
Shut up, idiot. I don't understand what's going on here.
Try shutting it down and then just bringing it back up again. You can start it again. Well, don't.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. If I go back to here, now we're on pause. If I go to play, what happens?
Proof that humans evolved.
There you go.
All right. Okay, I got it back. I solved it without having to. Oh my God, that was fucked up. There was a crash, and it was my Stream Deck software.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All good. Sorry, I was interrupting there, but I had to because shit was going on.
Yeah, before he rolls through with this, what he's trying to do is turn around and say, oh, look, they made shit up. But what we had from this was a good idea of what came before this version of Homogeneous to what came after this version of Homogeneous. And then the guy, he filled the gaps and, came up with this idea of Homogeneous, of whichever genus that is. So, yeah. So what? It was a good idea.
Did you hear during that too, Colin? He casually dropped. They say, humans from apes, where, we know the Bible says that God created Adam from the dust. I mean, you can't just drop that and move on.
Well, I should also point out that they don't allow homos in the Bible. So, just saying.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second here. There we go. I got to get that in.
It was say dog.
Oh, but if you're homosexual and working on a Sunday, you're double fucked.
Oh wow, yeah.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky, yeah.
All right.
Right, anyway, let's play this shit. Let's get over and done with.
Yeah, all right. I'll kick it back in. Now that things are working, we can actually do this.
About 10 years later, they went back to the same site to try to find more fossils, and they found one. They found a tooth that was identical to the first one. but this tooth was still attached to a jaw, the jaw of an extinct pig. So Nebraska Man was actually a pig. No, I'm not being mean. It was really just a pig. Okay, so let's review where we're at.
Okay, can we have some? Can we have some backup on that story?
No, let's just watch it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so in
evidence,
1912, scientists found
Give us the
fossils.
actual shit.
And from these fossils, once again, they announced, we have proof that humans evolved from ape-like creatures. They made pictures like this. They put together textbooks, all kinds of different news that Darwin was right. But let's take a closer look. This is a replica of the Piltdown man's skull. Now, the areas in black here are the bones that they actually found. The white is a reconstruction. Now, they were really excited about this. In fact, as I mentioned, they wrote textbooks like this one here. This is Piltdown Man on the cover, teaching all about how scientists have proof that we evolved from ape-like creatures.
Did
so
you
they were going to
fucking
make a
read
national
it?
park, and they were going to name it after Piltdown Man. So they said, you know what? Let's take a look at the fossils one last time. Now, when they did, they found something shocking. Piltdown Man was a fake. Somebody had taken the jaw of an ape and joined it with the skull cap of a human, and then used tools on it and stained it to make it look like it was real. Do you know what that means? That means that people were taught a lie for over 40 years. Ouch. All right, let's review. Nebraska Man was a pig.
Pause.
Piltdown Man was
alive for over 40 years in comparison to alive for over 2,000, possibly. Just saying.
Well, but it's not
another story.
But it's not a lie. It is the evolution of science and learning taking us forward. Now, these little instances that he has on the screen are obviously very cherry-picked. But for every one of these cherry-picked moments where somebody, made an inference based on the evidence around the finding and ended up not being 100% correct, we have how many that were? Seriously, what you're doing here is you're cherry picking 2 or 3 oops moments out of the scientific method, and scientists themselves will be the first to tell you, buddy, they don't know everything. That's why they keep working. So, this is just becoming more disingenuous by the moment. I wouldn't doubt at this point that this was literally sponsored and paid for by the Jehovah's Witnesses.
I mean, the same things happen in paleontology, and there were liars, there were grifters in paleontology who were like creating their own shit just to fund themselves. Yes, that happened. Doesn't mean the basis, like Dick says, once you filter through it, once grown-ups get to the actual evidence and filter through it, that we can't actually get to the actual facts.
That's right. Stupid to think otherwise. Come on.
It's childish to think otherwise.
And to hold every scientist in the world to some exacting standard of always being correct, that's not science. Like, what? What?
Yes, if only we could hold the Catholic Church to the same kind of standards.
Oh.
So there'll be so many happier choir boys. That's all I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, Tony Razim in the chat says, who was it that discovered Piltdown Man was fake? Was it an anthropologist or paleontologist? See, exactly. Hello. That's how the march of progress works. Well said. Well said. The vote is literally at 10. We only need 1. So I'm going to click play right away, and I guarantee we get that vote in 20 seconds. Let's let Idiot have his last breath.
Let's take a look
let him die.
So this was one of the first skulls that they found. And from that skull, they hired somebody to make a picture that...
Oh, no. Hooray! Hooray! He bored me to tears, he was. Fuck's sake.
But now we'll never know what the red skull was, the one you painted on the right-hand side.
That was good.
Is that the skull of the devil?
Don't care.
Hey, DKG, if you want to find out more, just go to Genesis Apologetics. He's got a whole stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have fun with that on your own. Have fun with it. Take your trousers off and your pants off and have fun with it.
Pencils are required, panties on the head.
Yeah.
There we go.
And the name of Wibble. I'm too busy laughing at the UFO community at the minute, so I'm not going to go there.
It looks like the Dell Bunny is up on the screen. Maybe he's got something to say.
Go on, Dell. What do you say?
No.
Yeah, exactly, Dell. Exactly.
Dell, what did you think of the last? What did you think of the last video, Dell? Oh,
yeah. That shit.
Yeah, I agree, Dell. Totally agree, Dell.
Dell Bunny, did you like his hat?
You know, they'll be off to like dangleberries.
I do love the fact that these people, when they're presenting their videos, they have to dress in costume. It's like Witsit, and he has to put his lab coat on, or truth. They have to get into costume because otherwise, no one will take them seriously.
They still don't, but that is another
moron.
Thing. Yeah.
Go on, Dell. Tell him.
What was that, Amy?
Yeah, I think I forgot what I was going to say, but I think I was just even though they dress in their costume, nobody still takes them seriously. If you notice, like in Witsit's arrest, as soon as the police came up to him, people started cheering. So there you go.
You could hear them from the side. You could just hear them. That's exactly it, Dell. All right, Dell. Have you got anything else to say before I kick your ass off the screen?
It's fucking useless.
Yeah. Shut up, Dell. All right, there we go.
Now
I've got a little request, Dick.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to jump in here.
All right,
we have to decide what is going to be the costume of the Shills. I mean, if you're going to wear, Indiana Jones hats and vests or lab coats, we have to decide what is the costume of the Globe Earth. What is the costume that we should wear when we're out in public, so people can see
us shirt
and take us seriously? Oh, yeah. Well, you can't do that because it's all lies. It's all fake.
Yeah, you just gotta. No, you know what? You know what the costume is of a Globe Earther? You get over to Teespring and you get yourself a fucking Shills shirt. That's what you fucking.
There you go. Chat. You heard it from Dick. If you heard it from Dick, you've not been steered wrong.
We never self-promote on this channel. You ever hear us say, click like and subscribe, you all? I'm a douche tuber. We don't do that around here, but I had to slip it in once.
That's what she said.
And in this time, for the Glober's costume, you don't have to wear pants. Pants are optional.
And there you get from No Knickers Hogan.
Before I was so rudely interrupted by DKG.
Yeah, sorry, Karen. Sorry. Yes, you were rudely interrupted.
I'll live with it. Dick, I've got a little request. Next video, look for the one with Gaussian at the start of it.
Gaussian. Yep, got it.
It's not anymore about religion and evolution and all that kind of shit, is it? Oh, thank God for that.
No.
It's all about the shit that dribbles off your chin when you're on your knees, M2. You're going to love this one.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to hate me for this one. Play it, Dick.
I already hate you anyway, so it wouldn't make much difference.
All right, here, let me bring this in.
A colon.
Oh, yeah, there's the reach around request right there, fellow babies. Here comes an absolute fucking idiot.
Here's a horizon, okay? Don't worry too much about it being curved. Okay, and here I'm going to draw the shape, the base of, well, what would be a cylinder, okay? And the cylinder is kind of curved. Okay, so can you see it's like a curved cylinder. Now this, you can call this
I just got to call one here. He's got the whole curve in his hand. He's got the whole.
Well, it could be worse. He could be doing his sexy time.
God.
Daytime, nighttime.
Yeah, do you know how difficult it is to find a Super Rats video that's actually quite short enough to do something like this?
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think he was still relevant.
He's never been relevant.
No, wait. I said relevant, holding my fingers up in quotation marks. I honestly didn't think he was still out there.
Well,
Sewer rats? Oh, yeah.
Well, to say it nicely, he's actually come through a rather bad condition. I think he had cancer or something that was going on, so he's come through.
Oh, that sucks.
But he's still on. Yeah. He's still going.
Oh, what a shame.
But yeah, this is special.
Can stupidity get cancer? The cancer or the stupidity?
Well, the person gets the cancer, but the stupidity reigns supreme. That's kind of how it works.
So
should we?
I won't.
I kind of pulled a joke pause there just because I wanted to sing that little tune. Should I bring him back in and let him actually talk this time?
Yeah, come on. Let's hear what the fuck he has to say.
All right, I'm going to hit the vote too, fellow babies. It's all good.
Gaussian beam, if you like. Okay? So that's a cylindrical, laser-like beam. This beam is bisected by what are called airy beams, which are self-bending beams. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a small tube to play the role of an airy beam, which is actually made of a myriad
Has anybody ever heard of that scientific fact?
That converge at a point, and where they converge, the right-hand rule causes a very slight turning. Okay, so this is another little cylinder. When it touches this, it generates the sun. Okay, but usually it generates the sun where it comes out. Okay, so this is what we call the sun. So you see that here is coming in from behind.
All right, hold the fuck on. What did I miss for a second there when I was getting a drink? Did I cut? This is the sun. Somebody.
You missed the best. You missed the best of it. Apparently, they missed the best of it. I mean, apparently that's an airy beam. That's self-bending beam. It's called an airy beam. Apparently, that's
what.
Yeah. I don't know.
When it touches a bendy cylinder, it projects a sun onto the other side of the bendy cylinder that then carries on with further airy beams bending around.
Airy beams, apparently.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Does anybody think he's pulling this completely out of his backside?
Wow.
Now, would it help to start the video again from the beginning?
No, absolutely not.
No, hold on here.
That's what I thought.
DK, hold on. What we're going to do actually is we are going to start this video from the beginning, but next show, because hold on, we literally only have like 8 minutes till the 2-hour mark, right? We're really cutting it close here. Nobody in the green room noticed the time at all and whatnot. To restart the poll. Why is it not working out? No, you know what? Here, I'm just going to give this guy the motherfucking gong here anyway.
Here, coming out.
Shut up, asshole. All right, there we go. But that... I want to have Mike Bertelson on next week to address this because that was just that's too much stupid for my 8-beer mind right now.
What's there to address? It's just like DKG just said, he just literally pulled it out of his arse, quite literally.
Yeah, but I want to hear Mike with his engineer mind talk about how stupid this Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Colin, what the fuck are you doing, man? This is some serious shit. What are you doing?
Well, come on, Dick. I've been off my game for about a couple of weeks, so yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to come back with a vengeance. Jesus Christ. Aren't we friends? What are you doing?
But I'm sure Super Rats is basically just drawn what the MCP. Was it? Is it the MCP from Tron at the end of Tron with the computer thing? That's
You down with MCP? Oh, that's OCP. Sorry, never mind. Continue.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, just a thank you to ST Hurston. He's actually explained what an airy beam is, I think. Still difficult to work out, but it's in there.
And what did he say that is?
Don't
make me scroll back.
Airy beam is a propagation invariant wave whose main intensity lobe propagates along a curved parabolic trajectory while being resilient to perturbations.
Would you like mayonnaise or ranch dressing with that word salad? Mayonnaise, everybody?
To even say.
Vinaigrette, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. It's an interesting concept. We'll have to work on it.
It's a very interesting concept, and I wonder what it's actually relevant to. And just applying it to fucking flat Earth is probably totally irrelevant.
He continues on, too. He says a cross-section of an ideal airy beam would reveal an area of principal intensity with a series of adjacent, less luminous areas trailing off to infinity. So he did add some more in there. I don't know if that helps anybody, but yeah.
I'm starting to pick it up now because that's an Aries projection or an airy projection. You end up, it's the way the light actually dissipates or joins together, I believe. Anyway, somebody will correct me for the sheer hell of it. Ugly, where are you?
There we go.
Okay, I'm going to bring it back up. No, I'm not. I'm going to kick this guy the fuck out of here, right? Yeah, what am I even talking about? Okay, there we go. All right.
5 minutes.
Yeah, get the hell out of here, motherfucker. So, Aimee, I think it's time for the table.
It sure is. So let's get started right around the room here. Let's start with Matt, M2M. What did you think of this evening?
I'm just going to finish with a little song, actually. That's all I'm going to do. Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's revolving at 900 miles an hour. It's orbiting at 90 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. There you go. That's all I'm going to finish with. There you go.
There we go. Thank you. That
if you don't know, if you don't know what that's from, then just you don't know me. Go away.
That was perfect. And how about you, DKG? What did you think of this evening?
Well, it's nice to see the last video that Steve Coogan is still working. I like his new character. What do I think? It's really hard to think because my brain hurts and monkeys are pretend and the Bible isn't. And what else did we have?
Bunch of silly. We had the whole complicated system there.
Airy beams.
Airy beams. Reach around, self sucks. We've had the whole lot tonight, the whole gamut, and of course all the guys in the chat. Throw super chats at Aimee, and she'll take some more knickers off.
No, oh my gracious!
What do you want from me? I'm drunk and I'm tired.
Aimee is so red this whole stream, fellow babies.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, she's red. She's red raw.
Oh, Dad.
Red from embarrassment. But anyway.
That one. Okay.
Let's continue around the room, shall we?
Could be worse. It could be Dick.
There we go. So
shut up.
Thank you. So go on. What did you think of this evening?
Oh, it's good to get back on the bandwagon and finding some stupid for the sheer hell of it. And I enjoyed tonight, especially catching DKG out with a little bit of a Piltdown Man and all that kind of weird ass shit that guy comes out with. There's a lot of fun stuff out there for people to find, and then there's always Flat Earth. Everybody, just be sensible.
Yes. That's right. That's perfect. Thank you.
Fine words.
That's right. They were. And last but not least, Dick Dawson, what did you think of this evening?
There's nothing Nietzsche couldn't teach about the raising of the wrist. Socrates himself was permanently pissed.
Yay!
John Stuart Well of his own free will.
Plato, they say, can pack it away. Half crate of whiskey every day. Aristotle was a bugger for the bottle.
Fond of his dram. And Renegade Cobb
was a drunken fart. I drink, therefore I am. All right. That was Eric Dubé. Every time you talk, I think is shutting you up, and there's only one way I'd love to see if you'd take it, you little bitch. Other than that, fellow babies, you gotta remember when you're out there. There are those people, we call them the conspiracists, and they ooh and they ah over reflected moonlight and candles and crystals and all kinds of spells and wizardry, and they love that flat disc earth. Every one of them's full of shit. Kick them to the curb and call them a motherfucker. Educate yourself, because you'll love yourself for it. On that note, what do you think, Amy? We're done, aren't we?
Just about. Let me just grab this real quick from John Rapp for Australian $2. Says Aimee pantsless. Pixar didn't happen.
I didn't know Aimee was Scottish.
I just want to say a couple words. I just want to say thank you to everyone in the chat for coming and tolerating these videos with us today. And thank you to everyone else.
Did Aimee pantsless?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. Matt got hold of it.
Yeah.
Underscore based underscore with smile.
Yeah, it didn't happen, honestly.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so
smiling face with hard eyes underscore.
That's right. So I want to thank everybody in the chat once again. Please check out Super Chat Matt. His link will be in the description, and sub to him, please. We're trying to
chat.
Yes, and we're gonna and in the chat as well, and we're gonna try to get him to 1,000. Thank you so much.
And also, please subscribe and join and become a Patreon, because then you get the full video link and you'll see Amy.
Jesus fucking Christ, DK. Amy, send us home. Shut him up. Kill it.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Let's go.
Good night, fellow babies.
Good night.
Smacky s'mores.
Wow.
Oh, you bitch.